It is nice to see everyone gathering here, and we know why we are here. The guest speaker for today did not need a lot of introduction, which is very evident from the crowd that we are seeing. A leading sports and fitness medicine expert, Dr. Kannan Pughazendi, is our speaker for today, and it is very nice to have you here, sir, sharing your experience to bring us a lot of professionalism into running. He got his medical graduation from the Madras Medical College and the Master of Sports Medicine from Australia. He is also a certified ASCM and level 1 instructor in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He also carries expertise in the Kalari sports and Salambatam. The biggest applaud to him is he has trained 10,000 trainers in sports physician, and has also treated more than 1 lakh clients. And his client list includes prominent sports person around India, includes Naren Karthikeyan, Vishwanand Anand, who was our ex-Indian basketball captain. And he has also taken, and he also to his expertise have leading the Indian team, Indian cricket team, Indian hockey team, Indian basketball, Indian rugby. Sir, it is a pleasure having us today, and today it is going to be a very enriching session for us to understand from him how do we train ourselves in completing a marathon. Welcome you, sir.
Good morning to everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
So whenever somebody wishes, we feel always it's the neighbor, being wished. So you can't see me. That's very important. Actually, when we had a promo at Hyderabad for the Hyderabad runners, then they had the marathon. Dr. Bill Pierce was called from US, and we had a discussion and we had a talk there. Actually, I have more people here. There were less people because there was somebody who was a super coach of marathon itself. One of the super coaches out of the 10 in the world, he's rated one of them. So நம்ம பளபளன்னு தானே இருக்கு, எல்லாராலும் பார்க்க முடியுமே, கொஞ்சம் லைட் இருந்தா பத்தாது. Very good. So normally the motivation is very important for people who have started to run. So I think you are highly motivated to be here. Okay, and all of us have a turning point. Most of you who are here one day decided to run. Some of you have never run in your lifetime. That's a major change that you made, and the best thing that could have happened to you, because you've decided not to see a doctor for a long time, and that's the decision that you have taken to ensure that you don't be a patient prematurely and get admitted in a hospital. And I always say there should be more amount of parks and areas to run rather than people to have admission into a hospital. None of us are happy. Even when I'm getting admitted in a hospital, I won't be happy. Naturally, I'm on the wrong side of the bed. Could I have the slide, please? Go down. Yeah. The first slide here actually is not on a religious note. This is to ensure that I keep learning every day, and I keep learning a lot from this particular slide itself. How in every life, every time, in every incident in my life, I find there's a learning from this slide. Because this is one place where the philosophy of the world was born. The reason is you want to continue to fight, and you don't want to fight, and the philosophy of yoga is given in that field. How to be in action, and to see inaction in action, and action in inaction. It's very difficult, but this one guy was able to prove to the world that you can do whatever you want to do, provided you are not focused on the goal that you have, but the process itself is worthwhile. That's what the whole idea of this sports psychology today. Wherever you go and they talk about sports psychology and motivation, etc., we realize that now ரொம்ப நல்ல பளபளன்னு இருக்குமே. சரி, ஸோ இப்போ நல்லா கிளியராக தெரியுதுன்னா ஸ்க்ரீன் தெரியலையா? அது நான் திரும்ப வந்துடுறேன். இப்போ என்ன பார்க்கணும் இல்லையா? என்ன பார்க்காட்டி அப்புறம் என்ன இருக்கு? சரி, the thing is, புரிஞ்சிருச்சு அவங்களுக்கு இது போதும்னு. So when I started, what made my change? Could you go to the next slide, please? You click on it. Click on it. Yeah. Thank you. Go to the next slide. Yeah, click on it. Can you identify this guy?
And the game's on. Here in the semi-final heat of the 100-meter dash, Movie-Tone's camera catches the blinding speed of Jesse Owens, cracking the world record in the incredible time of 10 2/10 seconds.
This motivated me to run. Way back in my school days, I had never seen anything more motivating than this, because Jesse Owens' Returns to Berlin was the documentary that I saw, and I saw this guy run so fast, and he has beaten a racehorse in his lifetime. And I said, wow, this is fantastic. So my whole this thing was to run faster. But unfortunately, being in the medical college, I never ran very fast. But I decided I will start to work with people who run fast. So I had trained athletes and tennis players initially, because that's how only way I could learn about sports medicine. There were no teachers to me to tell me what is sports medicine. So my whole work was learning about sports medicine, sitting in India, and I did my course very much later, 13 years later, and that was in 1999. That's when I went for my master's program. And I've already been with the Indian cricket team, Indian hockey team for the Atlanta Olympics. My experience was sufficient enough, but still I had to go for a program which sort of gives me the title of, okay, he has a master's in sports medicine. Next slide, please. Why do you choose on a marathon training? What is so important about marathon? Because it's one of the most difficult tasks. Because the guy who ran the marathon, Philidippides, didn't live. He died. But he gave the information of victory when he ran from Sparta to Athens to say that it has been taken. So there are three kinds of people: those who make it happen, those who watch it happen, those who wonder what happened. So when you run, people think there's something wrong with you. இவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் என்னங்க ஆச்சு? காலங்காலையில் இருந்து ஓடுறாங்க. They're all running for what? This reminds me of somebody who came to a football field and saw, players fighting for one. I said, எல்லாரும் ஏன் சார் ஒரு பந்துக்கு இவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்படுறாங்க? ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கையும் ஒரு பந்து குத்துருங்களேன், இவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட வேணாமே. So we realize somewhere along the line, the luxury route that we took, where we wanted comfort, where we wanted to relax, where we thought we can sit down and enjoy life, is actually taking our life off. And that means we can prematurely die. So if I get involved as a sports physician in any of these activities, is basically to ensure that we don't die soon. None of us want to die early. No, not any one of us, not even a second earlier than what is allotted to us. But if we can gain about 5 to 6 years or even 10 years, why not? And if we can give that legacy to our children, why not? Because today we find that our children are better educated, and because they are educated, they have better jobs. Because they have better jobs, they earn more, and because they earn more, they eat more, and because they eat more, they are into trouble. Because we can eat anything you want. You can Italian food, you can any cuisine, Japanese, Korean, any part of the world. But never did we pick up culture that happens outside this country, which is taken a long time, but we have come that way. And I'm so happy to see this auditorium full. And I feel we would have even taken a larger one and still find that it's going to be full, because the awareness has come. That means we are motivated, we have taken the action. What are the limitations?